Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my voice. Today is like Wednesday and I always film on a Wednesday now. And the one day that I have to film, my throat is starting to go bad. I don't know what I'm looking behind for. Today's video is going to be first impressions on the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And mine is in the shade Light 4 Deauville. Please excuse my hair, I did have it down and it was okay, it was nice and fresh, but when I prep my skin I used the Garnier Micellar water just to wipe off any excess oil, and then I sprayed some of the Lush tea tree water, the toner water. But when I sprayed it, I tried to spray it so it wasn't going to spray my hair, and I ended up spraying it on my side. So instead of it spraying this part of my hair like what I normally somehow manage to do, it sprayed the sides of my hair. So now my hair looks like, I don't know if you can tell, but I can totally tell it looks really greasy, and I don't have time to wash it, and there's no point because I'm going to the gym later on. So little story to one side, I'm going to be doing my first impressions on this foundation. I bought myself it for Christmas, and that will be in a haul that is already up, so I will leave that link down below. And I'm not going to prime my skin because I don't apply primer every single day, and I want to see how long it lasts by itself and just see what the texture and stuff is like by itself. So it says to shake well, so I'm just going to shake it up. I've based the colour selection on the same colour that I am in the shade Glow, so I really hope it's the right colour for me. I love that it comes with a pump. I think the packaging is stunning. Well, let's give it a try. I'm going to be using just a typical brush that I would use to apply my foundation, which I use to apply every single foundation apart from like Benefit's Hella Flawless or anything like that. I use a stippling brush, but for every other foundation I just use a flat top buffing brush. So I'm just going to put a pump on the back of my hand. I've tried to zoom you in quite close today with it being a first impressions. Ooh. As you can tell, I've not used it. Ooh, it is quite runny. So I've done 3 little pumps on the back of my hand. As you can see, it is a really runny texture. And I'm going to dot this all over my face like I normally do with my foundation. And I'll do one half first so we can see the coverage. As you can see where I've put this layer on and this bit here, it does oxidise a little bit, which might be better because my Nars Shea Glow was always a little bit too light for me. So this might be a better colour. I've still got quite a lot left on my hand. I'm just going to pick that up with the brush, and then I'm just going to buff it in circular motions on my skin and like kind of tap it into the skin a bit too. It feels really lightweight. It doesn't really feel like I've got anything on, to be honest. It's got a slight smell to it, but nothing that you'd be like, oh, no, I don't like. It's just like a little tinge to it. Definitely oxidised because that colour looks really pale compared to the colour that's actually on my skin. So it looks like on the side of the foundation you can see it's got a little bit of a glow to it. I'd still powder because I am oily, so I'd definitely powder my T-zone, but I'm loving that glow on my cheek. I'm not liking it around here because it looks a bit greasy, but on here it looks stunning. So if you were like a dry person, this would be really nice for you because it has got a nice glow to the skin. But I think my skin naturally has quite a bit of a glow to it, whether that's oils or just because my skin's glowing. So I'm going to put some on the other side and then we'll see how well it builds up. I'm just starting with one pump. It has got like a nice colour to the skin. Well, it's really yellow, which is what I'm after because I have got a yellow tone to my skin. I don't think the colour's picking up very well on my camera, apologies. The lighting is really bad today. I'm using natural light and not using my ring light because it is so early that I'm recording this, so I was like, yay, I can use natural lighting, but it is a bit groggy outside. So I'm just going to build this up on my cheek, put some on my forehead. It is really glowy, which obviously you expect by the name of it, with it saying luminous on it. It is definitely weightless. This side it's still tacky, but this side like it doesn't feel like anything's on. This side obviously is still drying a little bit, so you can still feel the texture on the skin, but on this side it doesn't feel like you've got anything on the skin at all. It is super lightweight, definitely like really glowy. I hope you can see that on the camera. Like there's a shine on my cheek, my nose, my forehead. I'm going to move my head over, which worries me a little bit because I am oily, so I'm thinking, oh, is this going to be lasting on my skin or am I going to get an oily mess? So I'm going to try and build some up, put another pump on the back of my hand. I'm going to try and build it up because I want a full coverage. It is so runny, like probably what makes it so lightweight. I'd say, I don't know how it compares to runniness with the Fusion ink from YSL because that is really runny as well. I think this could even be runnier. So it goes a really long way. So if you did want to build it to full coverage, excuse the foundation lips, but if you did want to build it to full coverage, I believe you probably could without it still feeling like, without it even feeling cakey, because it is so lightweight. And I'm going to blend it down my neck a little bit because it does oxidise a lot more than what the Nars Sheer Glow does. So it is just a titchy little bit too warm for my skin. I'll zoom you back out a little bit more. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's just a titchy bit too warm for my skin. I mean, it does match like my arms and stuff, but my chest, because obviously it's winter and I've been wearing scarves. I've got my dressing gown over me now because it's so cold. I think if you had dry skin, oh my god, this would work amazing for you. Amazing. I'm gonna have to powder because like it's so glowy, like even like this bit's glowy, this bit's like everywhere is glowy, which I really like because I like to have a glowy look. It's caked up a titchy little bit in my eyebrows. I'll brush my eyebrows out and see if that will help out. The only thing that worries me about this one not being the best for me is it's a lot better than She Glow, definitely, and for my first impression of it. It has caked up where I've brushed my eyebrows out. So I'm hoping that once I've set it with powder, I can apply like blusher and stuff on top of it and that'll be fine. But the glow that it gives and the coverage that it gives me, I'm really impressed with. I have had to use a lot of pumps of it, but I don't know if that's just because it is so runny. So yes, it does go a long way. The coverage isn't really high. It's good coverage, but it's not ridiculously high because it's not really thick. So it's not like MAC Studio Sculpt or anything like that, which you can totally expect it not to be because it is so nice and like runny compared to the MAC one, which is like a really thick kind of like cream foundation. I'm going to put some powder on and see how it goes with some powder on top. Please let me know as well if you like to be like zoomed in like this when I'm doing these kind of videos, or like makeup looks if you want it to be zoomed in, because the quality does decrease because not as much light can get into my camera. So the quality does decrease. Oh my god, I love that. So yeah, the quality does decrease, so let me know whether you'd rather it just be far away or whether you do like it to be like this kind of up close. This is what it looks like when it's being powdered. So as you can see, I have mattified it quite a bit because obviously I am oily, and I will put highlighter on and stuff, so it will bring that glow back, but in just in the places where I want it to be, not in my T-zone. I have left a little bit of a shine on my forehead just because I do quite like the glow of it, and I think my cheeks are still a little bit glowy. My nose I've left quite glowy as well, which I don't normally do, but I just really like the look of it, and I just think it looks really good. It doesn't feel tacky anymore now. I mean, it does underneath because I haven't put any powder where I've blended it down my neck. So you do have to set this in place with a powder, otherwise it won't set by itself and it will feel a little bit tacky. Well, I can really truly say first impressions, really impressed by this foundation. It's the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I'd recommend it to you if you have dry skin, normal skin, combination skin. If you get, and I mean like ridiculously oily, like within 2 hours, an hour, etc., probably wouldn't recommend this because the powder won't keep it at bay. If you have like a holy grail powder and a setting spray that will keep this bad boy in place and keeps your oils at bay, totally check this out. Bear in mind, it does oxidise a little bit, and I think once I've powdered it now, it actually doesn't look as oxidised. You'll probably still be able to tell like it is just a little bit warmer than my like body. You can probably tell a little bit there. However, I'm still really impressed by this, and I would definitely recommend it to you. And yeah, I can't wait to see how it goes throughout the day. Sorry about the really bad lighting. I might have to get my ring light out soon. So I put my ring light on because the lighting was really bad, so I thought it might actually help to see the foundation a little bit better. So I actually just zoom you in a little bit. It's like I might be able to show you the foundation a little bit better. This lighting is so much better to see the foundation, but I don't know if you can tell, it has oxidised a tiny bit, but it doesn't look like ridiculously bad. I think it was the lighting making it look a lot worse than what it actually is. Obviously this is what my skin looks like, so it is a little bit too dark for me, but it's nothing to worry about, and that powder has gone on it beautifully. Like, I'm so impressed. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any other things like me to do first impressions on, or anything from my Christmas stuff that let me do first impressions on. because if I haven't used it yet, I'll definitely be able to do that for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.